It was a big call. It was a big call. Let me just set things up and I will take you over to everyone else because let me just first present things, then we'll go deep. That was a big call. And right now, I'm still not undecided. Because let's just keep it real. Because I know we can get into the game. There's only one place to start, which is that offside call. So here's the thing. Technically speaking, pure technically speaking, he didn't touch the ball. There's only one thing there, but technically speaking, he didn't touch the ball. Here's the thing. Interference with play. Did you interfere in play by you being offside? And in my view, and I'm willing to hear all sides of the arguments and so forth, in my view, even if Rashford didn't touch the ball, him being there caused a distraction because Ake, Rodri, and the defenders, and Akanji, Rashford just being there, it's made them defend differently. So City have a strong argument to say that is an offside call because if Rashford wasn't there, they'd be focused on Bruno. The reason why Bruno, because even you see Rashford, he's sort of shielding the ball, but not touching it. So look, Rashford was clever. Rashford was very clever. Let's keep it real. Rashford was super clever because Rashford knew that as long as I don't touch the ball, but if I'm just being there, let's just bamboozle these people. And as soon as Bruno has the ball, let him hit it. Because my thing though is, you champion Rashford's intelligence, but my key thing is that was he interfering with play? If Rashford isn't there, Bruno doesn't score that goal. Bruno doesn't score that goal if Rashford isn't there. So there are so many, because that was the defining moment in the game. So,
come on. Man.
So no, because I'm willing to hear what everyone says, but I am in two minds. He didn't touch the ball. If he didn't touch the ball, he can be offside. But you can't tell me that if Rashford isn't there, and if Rashford isn't sort of shielding the ball, because Rashford was smart, he knew that I'm offside. But let me just sort of not touch the ball and so forth, and let me see if I give the call. Because City's argument is him interfering with play messes how they defend and how they mark Bruno.
There've been at least two. Like, okay, but the first thing is that's actually not even the rule. That's the first thing.
No. So the guy said the rule. They took the rule. Yes.
The second thing is that actually 2 times this season, it's a slightly different circumstance. So I get what people are saying, but a slightly different circumstance where, like, I think a good example was Liverpool versus Wolves, right? When who was it? Thingy headed the ball back, but he didn't attempt to. Because I think Salah was behind him, but he wouldn't have and because Salah went through, it wasn't given offside because he headed it back. Yeah. But the reality is he wouldn't have attempted to head the ball had he not known that Salah was behind him. So essentially, the presence argument, which is basically the argument that people are making.
Yeah.
But we've already had 2 goals given in the Premier League, irrespective of the presence argument. That's why this goal should stand. But more importantly here, because I only have a few minutes, so I'll speak probably later in the evening because I'm quite busy. I just want to come on quickly to share this. The reality is, and Patrick, we're gonna do something later.
Smoke, where you are? Smoke, where you are? Smoke, where you are?
Never
You can't-
appears when he loses.
Smoke, bro. There's a smoke receipt.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, no.
Receipt.
Hold on.
Wait, RDS, whether you like it or not, even me too being a City fan, people should be honest. Let's not be idiots and pretend just because we've won. This is why I don't like United fans. Listen, no. Let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you. Can I just ask, how much did you pay this ref today?
No,
Those
Patrick.
pens.
Shameless.
You only have that one call. Look, let's keep it real.
You have one call. Okay, first and foremost, guys, I have the Don Smoke sweep. I have to play it later. I need to find it. Everyone knows Don Smoke and his Serie fans said 5-1. So I don't care about you guys are angry at
Don Smoke is a criminal. I'm sorry, you need to bring him to the slaughter.
4-5-1, and more importantly, stop blaming the ref. Where the hell was your 21-man Haaland?
Wow, bro.
Guys, man, Fred carried.
Look at this man. Look at this shameless man. Look at this shameless man.
Smoke, get on camera. Smoke, I saw you on camera. Smoke, I saw you on camera. Smoke, I need to see you on camera. Smoke, I need to see you on camera. Smoke, get on camera.
Man. Come on, camera. Guys, I don't want to hear any blame ref tax. Where were those 3, 4, 5 goals that you were supposed to have scored past?
Okay, so can I ask you a question, right? Because
yeah, smoke.
No, the thing is the game, right? At the end of the day, no.
You can't do that. No, you can't.
HH, listen to me carefully, right? That goal changes the momentum of the match, and that's the reality. We've seen. No, the thing is this, HH. There is no way you can tell me that. My question is this: the question of interference I ask you is this: if Rashford is not there, do they get this?
Smoke. Real quick. Say smoke. Here's the thing, and this is the reality of the situation because whenever you're watching, it's Peter Walton who pretty much updates you on the rules. Now, I think he was interfering with play, but the reality is, as Peter Walton says, they tweaked the rule. And the current rule says that as long as you don't touch the ball, and I think it's you don't interfere with if you don't interfere with an
but
opposing
he did interfere
players,
with us.
No.
Because the thing is this.
No. An opposing player trying to play the ball.
He was holding back the defender. He was holding back one of the defenders, though.
No. He wasn't.
No, the reality is this. No, the thing is this.
No, guys.
No. Let me say something.
No. Was there foul? Did Kyle Walker pull back Rashford?
This man is shameless. RDS is shameless. Yeah, he's shameless.
One at a time. Smoke.
Slow down. RDS, slow down.
We're talking about. The reality is the City fans want to focus on one goal.
Calm down, RDS. Calm down.
Look, RDS, you guys. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me hear from Smoke. Smoke.
RDS, the thing is, yes, you're saying one call, but that one call changed the outcome of the game.
You know why you can't do that, though? No, let me say why you can't do that. You
wait for your turn, buddy. Wait for your turn.
Let's Smoke talk, and I'll come to you or Smoke, and I'll come to you or Smoke.
The issue is this: football is all about momentum, especially within the game. Momentum swings back and forth, and there's events that trigger momentum, right? So now what I'm saying is this: if Rashford doesn't make that run, Ake gets that ball. Now with Rashford there, Ake is basically running back to goal. He's like, okay, instead of going for the ball, let me try cover Rashford, right? Because we know Rashford is dangerous. And then from the back, Bruno comes from out of nowhere and then he kicks the ball. You can't tell me that's not offside. He affected how we defended because we saw him. And had we not been there, it would have been a different situation. That's my problem. Now the thing is this: if you say that's not offside, then we're basically watching a different sport.
Don Smoke, I look back at the picture. If Rashford wasn't there, Edison would have gotten that, bro.
Yes, he could even charge out. Edison could have charged out. But now Edison can't charge out because he sees...
No, but Smoke, see, the reality is this. That's why we have a rule of law. Smoke, I am with you. I feel it should be offside because if Rashford isn't there, certain things will happen. But the rule of law states that that is no more the case. And that's the reality. So
can I quickly say something?
Arguing with the referees. Okay, what's right, Sam? Say.
Yeah, I was just gonna quickly say, if you're gonna bring this rule to me, I do not agree with the rule. I'm just gonna say that.
I don't see that.
So the rule is wrong.
No, wait.
Wait. Hold
on. Don't worry, I'm coming to your corner, Oz. Don't worry, I'm coming. The rule I do not agree with. If it was up to me, that should have been offside. But the rule is the rule. As the guy explained it, he's not offside and he's not interfering when I do believe he is interfering. Now, let's not put this on one event in the game.
No.
Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Because Don Smoke, you spoke a lot.
Yes.
You spoke a lot.
You said this was be an easy Dubinsky. An easy Dubinsky.
If you hand
and also City had one shot on target.
Regarding the game.
Let's land.
Because I remember in that speech that you said as well that, when times are tough and we just grind out a win, that's when Man City's run starts. What happened?
We lost, man. Let me speak about the game now. Yes, the thing is this. No. Look, I mean, United played well. I give props. For me, the only dent on this game was that call. Had United beaten us today 2-1 with other, I would say, you know what, fair play. That first half, they totally outplayed us.
Without the ref helping them, yeah.
No, second half, we had our moments, but they played a good game. My issue is that decision changed the sway of the game. But United played well. Props to Erik ten Hag, man. We played crap. De Bruyne, Haaland, Ten Hag got his tactics spot on. Malacia, sure. They all had a great game.
Speak on Fred Pocket, KDB. Speak on Fred Pocket.
No. I just said KDB had a stinker. Besides that one pass. No. Fred marked KDB out of the game. I give props to Ten Hag for that. At the end of the day, the only thing that gave a dent to this whole performance was that dodgy call. Had you beaten us with 2 different goals, man, I'd come here and I'd say, you know what, fair play, you guys deserve to win. But the fact that you won because of that dodgy call, man.
So why did you concede the second goal then? What was the excuse for that?
Because momentum. It's like when Madrid scored. No. In football, there's momentum.
Okay, hold on. Let's hear from Ardes. So Ardes, your perspective of the game then.
Okay.
Because City fans are going to hold on to that call. They're going to hold on to that call and say that call was the difference.
First things first.
Which I think is unfair.
First things first. Like, I've been on here so many times, especially as artists, whatever. And when we've had a bad call by a ref, there's been no rival fans that have said, oh, the referee did this or the call this or something like that. Everyone has always said,
RDS, let me stop you. Every time. I have a question before I forget.
Do not do that.
Don't do that. Like, so we're not going to go do this and spend the next half an hour talking about one decision in the game, because the reality is the ref was poor today. I agree, but it was poor for both sides.
Pep just made a comment. Pep just commented. There's Pep. He says Rashford was offside. He distracted our keeper and defenders. That's Pep
great.
just saying.
That's great. That's cool. But it's we've explained the law, so it doesn't matter what Pep says. Like, the reality is that I still remember, was it Tuesday, but when you fight Tyson against Liverpool, when you played against Villa, it's a similar situation where, like, because he went for the ball and headed it back to I think it was Martinez. And I think,
but we weren't heading anything back. That's a bad example.
He doesn't go for that.
No, it's a bad example because that's a player passing back to their own player.
But the point,
it's not the same thing.
No, let me land.
You're not landing. You're crashing. That's the problem. You want us to crash with you.
The point.
Can I go after
you guys are using the presence argument. That's my point. The point with that, that's why I said the Liverpool Wolves example in the recent FA Cup game was an example. When people use the presence arguments, whereby had in the Liverpool game, I can't remember which defender it was for Wolves, but he wouldn't have gone to head the ball had he known that Salah was behind him. Okay, yes, he mistimed it, but it's a goal because he headed the ball back to the keeper. He didn't head the ball back. He would have attempted to go for it if he didn't know that Salah was behind him. So is the presence of Salah...
But that's on the defender.
let me think. The point I'm using that example is it's the presence example. If you're going to go by present, that's why they changed the rule in the first place. That's why I'm using that example. So the reason why this goal stands is because of situations like that they were trying to get rid of. That's the point.
Can I ask you a question, Yes. Can I ask you a question, please?
Yeah, okay.
There's one thing you said in your statement. I was about to correct you before, because I didn't want to cut you off. This man said every time we lose, people say, the Rifle fans say, I can't make this excuse. You know why you can't make any excuse? Because every time you lose, you come in as Magpie or Blancos.
Okay. I just want to because I want everyone to have a chance to speak. Very brief, just your brief how you just saw the entire game from start to finish. I want to go around the whole room.
I'll bounce because I know I'm speaking too much.
Cool.
I'll actually leave and let everyone. So I'll just a brief calm or something in the game. So anyway, at the end of the day,
and please mention that you're in a title race, please. Thank you.
Okay. At the end of the day, we spoke most of the time. We spoke about that one call. If we just put that one call to the side,
yes,
whether you agree with it or not, and just look at the overall context of the game. To keep us stacked, like City didn't really do anything in that first half. Ten Hag got his tactics spot on in that. I think if people listened to the show before, I actually called the lineup. I said that Bruno would go on the right. I had a feeling that he might potentially do the Luke Shaw centre back situation. What does that say about Maguire's future United? I don't know.
Fed?
Yeah, but anyway, we're still not famous to top.
Anyway,
but so you got to give credit to Ten Hag,
yes,
and getting his tactics, spot on. I think that's key. It's important.
I've
already said that Fred pocketed KDB for the game. Haaland disappeared, gone. I don't know where he is.
Sorry. Did you do a 3 or a 4 at the back?
Four at the back. It was 4 at the back.
And Shaw was centre back.
We're saying
centre back.
Have hope. Are you saying a left back pocketed Haaland? Is that what we're saying? That's why I'm struggling with the City excuses because at the end of the day, no one expected. At the very least, people didn't expect Manchester United to be comfortable. At the very least, they expected a 3 or 4 something. City weren't great. Okay, and the reality is the goal they scored was because Wan-Bissaka, who overall I didn't think had a bad game, just got he got done out on the near post. That's it. Aside from that,
I think it was marking Haaland.
Sorry,
I think Wan-Bissaka was marking Haaland.
Yeah, he was. Yes, he's got caught in 2 minds. But if you think about it, aside from that chance, what other clear-cut chances City actually have in the 90 minutes? Okay, to say
the goal we scored.
But City didn't have chances.
But that came from a cross. I'm saying so. It came from a cross.
Your second goal also came from a cross, man. Goals are a result of a mistake of the opposition.
I get that. But the point I'm trying to make is that let's not change the narrative and say that.
No, we can. The core is the narrative. No, we can.
Can you imagine somebody else? We're tired of listening to this man.
Okay, let these guys make their points that we can go around.
I'm proving these City fans. So I'll see you guys later in the evening, man.
But okay. Let me come to Abdul. Abdul, talk to me. General thoughts on the game.
The way Man United is set up is they set up because the way Ten Hag set up, he set up to counteract the naivety of the. Wait 1 sec. Go to somebody else. I just gotta talk.
Okay, so what's it called? Okay, Gatlock. Okay, Johnson again. Gatlock.
Okay.
Or 2.
What happened to?
Are you happy?
Mute up, bro. Yo, look. First of all, because the first thing that is coming to my mind right now, you see, this game is one of the things that you say possession is overrated. Man, 70% possession, 5 shots, 1 on target. 30% possession, 8 shots, 4 on target. I mean, in this game, especially in the first half, I think it's somebody with a bigger. I know Rashford scored at the end of the day, but I felt like he could have scored when he passed Ederson at that time, because a smarter player would have put it up where there could have been a handball or something. In this game, City actually, you could tell they dominated possession, but they didn't do much with the possession. I mean, it took Grealish to do something. I don't know how many touches Haaland had in this game, but it's the kind of scenario where the ball just...
No, Haaland was a non-entity, bro.
He didn't do anything. The ball really got to him, and if he's not shooting, he's not really doing anything. This City, there's something wrong with City this season. The way they've been playing it, it's just weird. And I think there was something.
Is Haaland the issue?
Yes and
I
no.
predicted this from the beginning. I won't lie.
Yes and no. Ever since Haaland was picked, we said that he doesn't fit into the City system because of the way they play. I'm going to insult Pep soon about Gundogan and Alvarez and how a World Cup winner did not come on to the pitch. I'm wondering that. But for Haaland, I don't think it's a problem because he scores the goals. We know what he's going. It's just like the whole Nunes situation. You know who you're buying. You know this is a guy is not going to give you that many touches. You just want it for the goals. Same as Ronaldo for United. So it's like I can't blame him, but at the same time, he isn't suited to the system that Pep plays. They're not as fluid as they usually are with the way they usually play with the false nine. Alvarez is more. Alvarez is more of a.
Is Pep trolling? Is this guy trolling or is he just...
Nah, this guy's he's losing his mind. He's lost his hair. He's losing brain cells now.
Yeah. He's losing it.
Michael, are you want to say that about somebody's manager or your manager is stinking up the place, Michael?
Hey, I didn't say anything with Klopp, bro.
You're triggered.
Patrick, you're triggered, bro.
Yeah.
I love it.
No. I'm just waiting to speak. I'm waiting to speak because we're listening to our DS the whole time.
Yeah, but HH, as in they are rattled. Like HH, I never expected. Let me actually praise United more. I've never expected them to be in this position when they were 20th after Brentford and Brighton. Like, let's be honest, we were insulting these guys for so long. They were behind Liverpool. They were behind Chelsea. I mean,
third, 1 point behind City, man. It's real.
And they are leveled on point. This is not like City have too many games behind. They are leveled on point. This was supposed to be their test, and they did well. Ten Hag got his tactics right, man. I can't believe Luke Shaw is actually out playing Maguire in centre back. That's sad. That's really sad. But hold on, there is something I was expecting. Look, I was expecting City to win because of comments like this.
You need to win in 12 games. So basically, it's United and Tottenham back to back.
No, please don't count United as a tough game. Whenever we need to win them. Yo. It's not even a jab.
What's it called? Gatlock. The other players.
United, we've had the league secured. Whenever we need to beat them.
Gallo, DM me.
They were on this Ten Hag run nonsense and we beat them 6. They came here and they're like, oh, we always win at the 8th. We beat them 6. We scored 6. Right. Same thing. Last season, the thing is, when we need to beat United, then it's a thrashing. It doesn't matter who the manager is.
That's what I was expecting. A trash.
Where's Don Smoke? Bring back Don Smoke. Bring back Don Smoke. Bring him back.
Patrick, wait, hold on. Patrick, this is why I say, Patrick, don't speak too much because most of the smoke is going to Don. Please, so don't speak too much. It's going to Don.
HH, let me speak on this real quick, please.
Okay,
I'm back. Can I click?
Okay. What's it called? Abdul, then Oz. Go for it.
Yeah, like I was saying that it's very naive of Pep Guardiola to play such a high line, in my opinion. Like, you're playing HH, you have to remember. People,
but it's how they play, though. It's how they play.
HH, you have to remember. And people, actually, it's surprising to me. I haven't heard people talking about this, but they're missing their 3 best centre-backs. Laporte, Diaz, and Stones. So you would think that he would make some tactical adjustments, but he played how he played. And HH, Ten Hag, like, bro, HH, honestly, fair play to Ten Hag because he likes exposing these high lines, whether it's Arteta's high line, Pep's high line, with Rashford, bro. We've seen it, HH. We've seen it time and time again.
But real quick, I just want to ask everyone, was that offside for you? Yes or no? For you? Absolutely
offside. Absolutely. I'll say one thing quickly. This is the second big game at home where they've been very fortunate. Do you remember the Martin Odegaard challenge on Eriksen?
Yeah.
On Eriksen, and then the goal was disallowed. It actually turned out that it wasn't a foul. They reviewed it the following day, the referees, and they admitted that it was wrong to chalk off that goal, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, they actually did. They admitted that it was wrong. So they've been fortunate, and those are like, they're game-changing things, like game-changing. But I must admit, bro, HH, the one thing I want to give Ten Hag so much credit for is how resolute they are, bro. Like, they are so resolute. The way they defend, like, it's crazy. I know they set up to defend. Bro. But it's one thing to set up to defend, and another thing to actually be able to keep, like, the likes of Haaland, KDB, Bernardo Silva out, bro. But HH, can we just can I don't like to go back and say I told you so, HH. But back in September, I don't know if you remember this, and people they killed me for this. They killed me. I said this when Haaland was scoring hat tricks every game. I said Erling Haaland eventually will get figured out, bro. He will get figured out. He is making this Man City team more predictable, HH. I've never seen a Man City team this predictable. They're just constantly spamming crosses into the box. That's all they're
But it's
doing.
deeper than that.
It's all they're doing. Defensively, I know you have issues. You have issues, but I would like to think that if you had a fully fit defense, that would solve a lot of your defensive issues. Maybe not. But attacking wise, bro, you are so predictable. It's so easy to defend against Man City. There's a reason why Brentford beat you. There's a reason why Lamps managed to get a point.
Abdul, speak on Haaland getting pocketed by a left back, please. Speak on
No, but the thing is that's not
no. Hold on. Let Abdul round up, because trust me, if we start talking over each other, we'll be here forever. Abdul, just run up your point.
Anybody who puts Haaland in the same sentence as the prodigy, straight yellow card.
It's sick.
Yellow card.
Okay, let me just take some debates, because I remember I said I was going to come to Oz, man. Let me hit this. And across Patrick and Thingy, you're next. So Oz, Patrick, then Smoke. So Tanners FC, football lives, August Spirits lives, quick comebacks, man. Yeah, man. Your boy Josh, Don Smoke, detector running from the fire. Man, Smoke, but no, Smoke, you'll have your chance to talk, but you'll have your chance. Just Beston, has Haaland been City worse? Uncomfortable convo. It's like the whole Cristiano thing. Players have to step up.
Long time no see.
Other players have to step up, but long time. Wing, Heats, Rashes is on fire. Someone turned off the land. Oh, wow, man. Wing. Come on, do better, man. Adams, man. I've been telling you guys, Ten Heisenberg is cooking something different on the right side of Mane, and we're just 7 months into the process. I don't care what anyone says. United are in a title race.
They're not.
United are in a title race. I don't care what anyone says, because when I look at something like this tells me title race. Look at that. You've won your last 5 games. You're the most informed team in the league. You're in a title race.
Wait, can you bring it back up the table? Because if Newcastle and Tottenham win tomorrow, the top 5 will be separated by 8 points, I think, right?
Jeez, that's
it gets real. Okay, Joshua. Pep needs to be inducted into the Brick Academy. No. But I just think that we are looking at some serious issues. Because my thing is this, and you're right, we can focus on the offside call, and I wanted to start there. If you look at the entire game, City don't look good. They don't look good. There's something wrong with City. Zoltan TV, Mourinho said it's the best. You can control the game without possession. Yes, that was when he was doing his whole Inter Milan against Barca, the 2010 UCL thing. United was more dangerous. Yes, Ten Hag is for real. Win versus Spurs, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, and draw versus City. Look, my thing is, I'm sorry, when I look at this, United fans, say what you want, you're in a title race. You are in a title race. I'm sorry.
Where's Chelsea, HH?
Okay, thank you. So, and also, before I come to us, if Arsenal beats Tottenham tomorrow, what are we saying? I will leave you with that thoughts. If Arsenal beat Tottenham tomorrow and now go 8 points clear, what are we saying? Oz, talk to me, man.
Look, let me just start off by saying United played the perfect game plan. This was basically what United. This was United at its best. Fred, big shout out to Fred, bro. This guy literally ran that midfield.
Yeah.
Him and a big shout out to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka was ridiculed out this club, and now he's coming back with a vengeance. So shout out to Wan-Bissaka. Let me talk about this offside call. Did the refs not say you play after, even if the whistle blows, you still keep playing?
It doesn't matter.
Why does it not matter?
Because No, because the City defenders, they were still playing, but if a guy is interfering with you and is offside, he's still interfering with you. Wait, Ozzy, they didn't stop. They were still
stopped.
playing.
No, they stopped.
They didn't stop.
And everybody's saying oh, Ederson was coming out and then he stopped. That's Ederson's fault then. Why are you stopping at that point? You can't say he's offside and then automatically just stop playing and not defend. That's not how, because Rashford was not blocking Akanji. Rashford was not blocking Ake. He was just
The
standing.
reason Ederson stopped because he saw Rashford about to touch the ball.
You can't say he's offside and then not do anything about it. That's not how it works. You play until the whistle. Nobody said he was offside. Everybody assumed he was offside, and then the flag went up. So you can't stop playing and then be like, "Oh no, it's offside though." Even if it's offside, because in my opinion, I feel like the rule is wrong. The rule is wrong.
Yeah.
That in itself is an offside, but that's not Rashford's fault that they decided to give it. So you can't say, "Oh, United paid the refs." You can't do that because United had nothing to do with it. It's the rule. It's the rule. And now you're following the rules. Everybody's like, "Oh, but it's offside, all this and all that." It's not his fault. And
I don't know if you have a comprehension issue. The issue is Rashford influenced Ederson's decision to not
the rule's wrong. Then you can't say it's Rashford's fault. The be wrong. Don't come and be like, "Oh, because you guys came into
I think and see, I don't want us to go back and forth with this. The main thing is it should be offside, but the rule is the rule. And now, so the question is, it's like for me, I think the handball rule is wrong, but the way it's given, I won't give it. But what the rule is what the rule is. So the issue is, we all agree that it should be offside, but the rule is the rule. It is what
even
it is.
by the rule, it should be offside, HH, because his position influences another player's decision.
Let's be real. If this was the other way, are you honestly saying that City fans around or something like that would be saying,
no?
Oh yes,
I would be laughing. Because if you got done on.
People would be laughing. They'd be bantering. So why are we
bantering?
Wait.
So you can't say what you say and then say, "Oh, United are trash and all this," and then come out here and start complaining about the rule. United City should be better than us.
Round off your point. Because we need to let everyone speak. So quick round off your point. I want to go to Patrick, Smoke, Mike, then Sam.
I came into this game thinking that City fans were saying, "Oh, United are going to get lubricated." That's what I was told. I was told that when game time comes, City pops off, and now all of a sudden, all of that momentum changed once United win. So if Patrick, you got to keep the same energy if you want to keep doing this, because you can't be wishy-washy about one thing and then get mad about a little something called offside.
All right, okay.
Uncomfortable conversation.
Patrick, talk to me. Patrick,
yeah. You know, as always, what makes me laugh is I knew this. Do you know this is the reason why I never show sympathy to Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, United fans, because once you saw sympathy, you're lying to yourself. That's why when I was doing the preview with RDS, I knew when I said 2-2, I thought it was going to be a draw, and he was trying to be humble, and some guy was trying to fall for it. I was like, my friend, don't fall for this. They will come after you. But you know what? I've just been told that Brighton is playing Liverpool and Liverpool away. Let me watch that game.
Patrick, Liverpool is not the discussion topic. Man City lost the game. You're rattled.
No. Do you know what, Samuel? Do you know what? Somebody just cheered me up. It's like, Patrick, don't worry. Brighton are actually at home. Okay, let me continue. No, let me finish it. Okay, so look, let me be honest with you. You're right,
guys, but enjoy the
Sam. Peace out, Sam.
Yeah. You're right, ideas. I think every fan, as all of us fans, yes, we get emotional, but we have to admit we will laugh at the other people. If that happened to United, I'm pretty sure everybody's laughing. But the thing is, sometimes, I hate, and there's only one United fan who's had the dignity. Is a friend of mine from the UK who called me and say, Patrick, you were robbed. But anyway, cry more. He said, I admit you were robbed, but cry more. He says, we robbed you today. The ref robbed us. But anyway, at the end of the day, United are in the title race. They're 1 point behind City. Right now, it's a good thing. There's about 2 teams now chasing Arsenal. If Arsenal win tomorrow, wow, this is going to be one of the most embarrassing things. But what I can say is,
Sorry, Patrick, can I just say, this is why I don't have any responsibility, because this was tweeted before the game.
It was a genuine dream. It was a genuine dream.
You read it. So we're talking about jinxes right here. We're talking about
This guy. Oh my God, it's this guy. It's this guy. HH.
No. This doesn't count. This was a genuine injury. Trust me, this was an actual
Nah.
genuine injury.
You
It
see,
was a genuine
RDS.
injury.
RDS, you see this guy? This guy, you're evil, HH. You're evil. Wait, okay, HH, by the way, what part of Nigeria do you come from? Why is this juju so strong? Why? Okay,
My juju over your juju.
Okay, let me just.
Offside. I don't want to hear about juju. I want to hear about why City are losing to Man United.
Let me tell you something. I said it at the beginning of the season and somebody laughed at me. Obviously, it was City fans. That went against me. I was like, after we won against Fulham, won against West Ham, Haaland was scoring. I said, lads, this team doesn't look great. And they said, shut up. What do you want? They're just human beings. They will gel. I was like, well, this is 10 games. It was 7 games in. I was like, still doesn't look great. They're like, no. You're always picky. Why? And somebody went as far as telling me that I'm an international fan. I watch things on TV. If I watch the match at the ground, I will know how to judge football better. So I was like, okay, let me keep quiet. De Bruyne is stinking the place. My God, my man is stinking the place. And if somebody tells me again, I've said this in 4 streams, tells me again that I don't know ball, De Bruyne is not well. It's not well. Bernardo Silva, where is our Bernardo Silva? At the end of the day, it seems like it's not just Haaland. Haaland did his job. You gave him through balls, he gets it, but he was making runs and nobody was picking up the runs. What has happened? Our midfield, especially the two, not Rodri, De Bruyne, Silva, or Gundogan comes in, they seem to just be mispassing balls. They can't pass, they can't put 1 or 2 passes to anybody. So at the end of the day, let's just admit it, Ten Hag's tactics were better, but that referee, let's check his bank account tomorrow. I want to see his bank account tomorrow because my God. Anyway, let's take the L. Don't smoke, you spoke too much. I didn't know you spoke that much. I didn't know you went that far. Don't smoke.
Smoke.
Now, respect, Patrick. Respect.
Oh wow, smoke disappeared. Mike, talk to me, man. Mike.
I'm just worried about seagulls right now because we're getting absolutely shat on at the moment. But hey, Patrick, relax. You just lost to Manchester United after saying all the stuff you said before the game. City fans talking they're going to beat them. Okay, let's talk about this. I'm watching the game, by the way. United were the better team.
What channel is it? What channel is the game?
Wait, we don't need to reveal people's sources. Mike, don't just talk. Ignore him.
Okay. United were the better team in the first half. Rashford should have scored at least one of those chances. The one where he went around Ederson should have been a goal. Then the second half begins, and it was a carbon copy of the City-Chelsea game. City were terrible in the first half. In the second half, City started dominating the matchup. And once they went up 1-0, it looked like it was in cruise control. It looked like it. I thought, okay, they're going to ease into a 1-0 victory. All is going to be good. And it just seemed like City were rattled about the the Bruno goal. It just seemed like it. Are City one-dimensional? Could we say that right now? Because if the midfield is not working, this City team is not that good going forward. And defensively, yes, they have a lot of injuries. I understand in the center-back position. Can they change this around? And Pep looks very stressed. I have to be honest. He's losing brain cells each and every day. And it's not taken away. He's a fantastic manager, but he's just overthinking it maybe sometimes. And I think a lot of City fans were happy with the lineup. I think Patrick and Don Smoke will say that they were happy with the lineup and this is the team they wanted. But even Phil Foden and Modest, they got pocketed by Wan-Bissaka and Malacia? Huh? Come on, that can't happen. And Grealish, he came off the bench and did his thing.
He did his thing, yeah.
Yeah, it was actually one of City's best attackers, man.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, RDS, you're in a title race. Yes. I don't want to hear nothing about it. You are 6 points behind Arsenal, and you're playing them next week. If you beat them next week, you're 3 points behind them.
Okay.
Yes. So let's be honest here. Yeah, look, it's next weekend. Yep.
But they able to play Palace on Wednesday.
So, okay, United, you can start talking. Hey, maybe Weghorst is the title decider. Who knows? It can go that way.
The Wegs, man.
Yeah. Oh, wait. You play Arsenal next. Does United play Arsenal next?
No, Palace. No, they play
Palace first.
And then Arsenal. And then
yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
that's going to be a huge game. Okay, so talk to me.
HH, just one thing. If these guys go top, HH will not sleep. Just know there's not going to be sleep for everybody. Just watch.
Smoke, talk to me.
Right. So regarding City, the thing is this, right? I think this is one of the strongest lineup. I think barring Laporte, right? Because if you notice, right, the thing with City today is we struggle to build out from the back, right? Okay. And when it comes to building up, our best players are Stones and Laporte. Stones is injured and Laporte didn't play. That's why if you notice, Bernardo had to come deep. He was literally playing like a third centre back. And props to Ten Hag for that, because he made the midfield narrow and he pushed up, because he knows Akanji and Ake, I'd say, and Diaz are our three worst centre backs regarding when it comes to playing the ball out. So normally, so now the thing is this, that affects the whole dynamics of the game. It means that we don't have that smooth transition of the ball from defense to midfield to wings. Hence, if you see sometimes Haaland was actually trying to drop into midfield, and he's not really good at that, right? So I give credit to Ten Hag for that. So now, so from that already, we can't play the City way. Hence, you saw we were moving the ball slow, playing sideways, and there was no vertical movement. If you see the whole game, we were just, first half was dreadful, right? So now the thing is this: Grealish, whenever there's space, he's better than Foden. No, normally Grealish suffers against a back five because he can't really dribble or go out. But when there's space, hence you saw second half we're actually playing well, right? And we got that. And I always tell people, De Bruyne hardly ever has a good 90 minutes, but he has good moments in a game, and we know that. Normally, the heart of our midfield is either Rodri and Gundo or Rodri and Bernardo. Right now, the thing is this: you can't play Gundo because of the physicality of United's midfield. Right, Gundo is slow. We would have gotten counted the whole day. So, hence, from a Texas point of view, I give Ten Hag, right. Now, the thing is, HH. I always say football is about big moments and momentum, and they do change. However you want to put it, even if you look at when Madrid won the Champions League, it started with one moment. They score a goal, then hope is built. And if you're playing at home, of course you're gonna have that home crowd advantage. So did we play well? No. We still
need to show character. Now, despite even if it's a bad call, show character to react. You can't just say, "Oh my gosh, it's a bad call," momentum. Then it's okay. It's a bad call, but you are defending champions. Show your mentality. No, let's react. Let's get back. Let's get back at the game. You can't just say, "Oh, we lost because of that bad call and we crumbled." No, you have to react. Things happen. It's for both. These things happen. You have to react to any situation, even if you feel injustified. Hey, bro, it should even spoil you even more if you feel that you've been done an injustice.
HH, can I say that RDS is a very sick man? RDS, as Don't Smoke is speaking, you're pretending as if you're listening and agreeing to his No,
I am.
You're a sick man. You're a sick man.
No. In fairness, because to be fair, because Don is right, because when you guys were on my channel, Don actually mentioned it. Because I think you, Don, you might have said that he's gone again. I think he's having issues, but I think he said that he actually wanted Grealish to actually start for the reason that he said that he's good. Actually, Grealish is good when he has space, and that's how City obviously scored the first goal. But at the end of the day, listen, like I'm trying to be fair. Like I completely understand why Manchester City fans would be aggrieved by that specific decision. I think that is fair. So, and if it went against me, I'd be aggrieved as well. I think, but what I'm trying to, I guess, I'm gonna say to City fans that if you step out of that, because I think it would be wrong if City fans focused on that and not on the other issues in their team.
Yeah.
They just
because
lost that game.
For instance, if let's say City played really well, had chances, had opportunities, and you had then you can go. But when you look at the concept of City didn't play well. United played better.
City only had one shot on target in 90 minutes, and they had zero shots on target. Yes, and they had zero shots on target against Southampton. Now, okay, we used the excuse against Southampton. Oh, it's the second string team beating, etc. Just like, really? There's still a fair few players that played well against Southampton. How does Southampton restrict you to zero shots? And now you only have one shot on target.
Wow.
In 1 minutes of football.
See, look at that. 71% possession, 5 shots, 1 on target.
That's not the ref per se. There's an issue there. So if you're Manchester City, you've got to be like, right, actually, is how we're playing with Haaland working?
Sorry,
I just want to ever say, first time on the show,
Okay,
I think
go for it.
with City, it's more of a change in system with playing with the number 9, like in terms of the first time in a while playing with the number 9. And historically, Pep doesn't use number 9 well. So it will take time to adjust. However, it does give them time to focus on the Champions League, which is the missing crown jewel, if you could say, in the cabinet. So there shouldn't be any excuses this year.
Oh no, zero
for the
excuses.
Champions League.
Zero excuses.
However, my question is, let's say, for example, City win nothing this season and Pep spends around 400 million and he wins the league again. Is that really impressive for a manager? I mean,
here's the thing, because I want to come to, because Mike wants to say something real quick and cut it forward. Here's the thing. City don't need to win the league and so forth. They've already done it. However,
thank you.
Do not allow your cone boy and your side piece to win it ahead of you. Because if you allow Arteta, who is your side piece, to win it ahead of you, then that is very embarrassing. But so for me, the key thing is, sorry, Mike, real quick, is it still 0-0?
Wait, it is. Can I respond as a City fan?
Hold on, Mike.
I was just gonna say, yeah, we're getting cooked, by the way, and Alisson just went down injured. For fuck's sake, this is getting even worse and worse. I was gonna say to Artie, it's like, even though City only had one shot on target, I thought United defensively were absolutely masterful. Just systematically, they were so good, and how Fred was able to nullify KDB in the first half, especially. We have clowned Fred, saying he doesn't have a Brazilian passport, he might be from Paraguay or Galapagos Islands, but Fred today just had a role and he perfected it. Michael. And that's what is called good management by Ten Hag. This is why I was afraid. Yeah, exactly. This is what I was afraid of when Ten Hag was hired as a United manager. He has money, he can spend it, and he's a fantastic guy. I'm afraid.
Okay, so actually, let me come to Ford real quick, because we're not around, because I need to watch the Liverpool games. Ford, talk to me and then I'll come to call.
No, HH, don't watch it, please. This is on Pornhub, this game right now, because this is getting bad for us.
Shout out to Pornhub. Ford, talk to me.
HH, it's time for the Fraudiola mixtape. It's time.
Hey, relax. What if he wins the UCL?
Nah, he's not winning the UCL.
Today is the day we're having the Fraudiola mixtape today. But before we get there, I don't think there's been enough praise on Ten Hag and Man United today. I think they deserve even more credit for their performance, their resilience fighting back. Again, Ten Hag's tactics to start with, and also his in-game management. I thought it was a top-class performance from, again, a manager that I've always rated highly, and he's proving a lot of people wrong. And even for me, who rated him highly coming in, I said that, you know what, he's the best Man United manager since Sir Alex Ferguson in terms of being the right fit, having the right people around him, in terms of being able to, you know what, build something that is sustainable, not just a one-season thing where Oli has a half title race. No, none of that nonsense. Actually, somebody who can build a squad that can be sustainable and challenge on all four fronts. He can do that, and he's even doing it in his first season without even being backed that mad. Like, man's getting Weghorst on loan, bro. Like, that's not a crazy deal. Like, Oli Gunnar Solskjaer was getting like Cavani's and all kinds of big signings. So it's mad what he's doing. Ten Hag deserves big credit. Rashford turning up in another big game again. His mentality is crazy.
I was trying to go through this whole thing without mentioning Rashford, because it's becoming very consistent the amount of goals he's scoring. So out of
7 games in a row,
bro, people are not putting enough respect on certain players in this team. And Rashford, he needs incredible respect, because there's another game where he gets injured during the game, but he fights through it and he performs.
And also he was responsible for both of the goals. Both of the goals he was responsible for.
That's not normal. Like, what he's doing is not normal. So he deserves immense respect. Another player that deserves respect in that team that isn't getting enough shouts, Varane, bro. He's come there and he's pretty much fixed Man United's back line, bro. And I didn't think that could happen for a while, but he's gone out and he's done that. And he's becoming a leader now. He's becoming more vocal. He's doing great alongside Luke Shaw. Again, Casemiro today. Bro. Just ridiculous. Fred, incredible again. Like, again, Fred's somebody that gets disrespected too much. And you know what? Even Bruno today, he didn't deserve man that much, but even Bruno today, I got to hold my hands up and say, you know what, Bruno, you done your thing, bro.
Sorry,
in a big game.
I'll add to your thing forward. I know you're going quick, but just because no one has mentioned this guy's name, but he was key the second goal, and actually, I think changed momentum is Garnacho.
Oh, Garnacho, yeah.
Garnacho, like, because when Smoke was talking about momentum, the reason why the momentum changed actually was because when Ten Hag brought on Garnacho, he got the assist for the second goal and actually relieved a lot of pressure from Manchester United, because we were getting obviously pushed back. But sorry, Ford, finish.
No, Garnacho, that's another big shot, because again, he's a live wire. Again, people question his mentality a bit, saying that he's maybe a bit arrogant for his age, but I tell you what, he's fearless on the pitch. And again, as a Chelsea fan, we really lack players who will just go at people and like just make shit happen, and he will actually do that. So it's good. But again, just to end on the United point, Erik Ten Hag said all eras come to an end, and bro, he's doing his thing this season. So big up to him. Big up to him. But listen, bro, HH, yeah, we have to have the conversation right now, bro. We have to have the conversation right now.
Can I respond to the City accusations that have been just made?
Let me just hear call really brief call.
Wait, I've not even started the mixtape, bro. I've just cleaned up the studio. The mixtape is starting right now.
No, the mixtape is for the UCL. I say the mixtape for the UCL.
I don't care, but we gotta address this shit right now because I said it even in a half-time space.
No. Let's see what happens next month. Let's see what happens next month.
Let me give it a little preview. Then. Let me give a little preview, right? Because I said even in a half-time space, City don't look the same. It's not just all on Haaland, bro. Certain big players in this team, De Bruyne, Silva, they are not performing, and it can't keep going unanswered, bro. It can't. I'm sick of it. Their wingers offer no threat. They're not going past players. They're not making anything happen. Yes, Grealish came on, and you know what? He did his thing. He kept very good ball retention. Obviously, he poached a good goal, fair enough. But none of their wingers are like doing mad things the way they're going past players and creating for their £100 million striker. Their 350k a week striker. They're not doing anything for that guy. And again, I do feel sorry for Haaland to a degree because he makes runs and people aren't finding him like they should be. Remember, Cancelo had an opportunity to find him. He did a shit Trivella. Casemiro cleared it out. And it's
because look, let me just hit Scott because
let me just end this one thing on Pep, right? This one thing on Pep, which Man City fans don't want to address. They want to keep hiding it away and say that, we're winning league titles and Carabao Cups. It's all great and gravy. But I'm sorry, Pep Guardiola came into this league and he already picked up the best squad in the country. That's a fact. And he didn't win the league in his first season. I think, was it Leicester that won it or Chelsea that won it with Conte? And that was Conte's first season. Let's not forget. Conte's first season, he won the league ahead of Pep. And then since then, cool, you've dominated England, fair enough, but you spent millions upon millions on already the best squad in the land, and you've not won a Champions League.
We will wait and see what happens in the UCL. That's the thing.
He's not won a Champions League, HH, and now he's losing to his...
Talk to me. Call. Real brief.
HH, I know what you're doing, HH. I know what you're doing, HH. It's not a jinx. It's not a jinx, HH.
No. Call. Talk to me. That's the game. Call. Patrick. Patrick, what do you want to say? Patrick?
Okay, so this is what I want to say. It makes me laugh when I'm watching fans from other teams that they switch things. When it's City, they switch things. This team right now, it's got a 32-year-old Gundogan, a 31-year-old De Bruyne is about to turn 32. The team changed a lot of players. Jesus left. Zinchenko left. What's his name? Raheem left. A lot of changes have happened in this team and new strikers come in. What makes me laugh is we give excuses to Chelsea. Oh, wait for them. Let them gel. The players are trash. United, it's okay. Let them gel first. We go to Liverpool. Oh, it's fine. The midfield is shit. Give them time. Why are this City team, people cannot look at it and say, maybe this City team is run down. Maybe it has to change. Things have to be fresh. Because these players, even Pep said in the press 3 times, after you win the Prem 4 times, he said, I give respect to Sir Alex Ferguson because he says it's difficult sometimes to motivate players who've won it 4 times. He said it himself. And guess what's happening? Players are stinking up the place. De Bruyne is mispassing. Silva, Gundogan, his legs are gone. They're just running past him. Why can't you not look at this City team and just admit and say, maybe this City team is going forward to a change?
No. It is still a long way to go. There's no way.
But you get my point is why don't people give the City team that or let them gel? Maybe they're going through a change. Why not?
Patrick, nobody's giving excuses for Liverpool being crap and Chelsea being crap. No, they're just crap.
Just to reply quickly.
Man City underperforming.
Wait, so Wings, am I still a crackhead for my Foden sake? Let's look more into the season. Let's not just.
Wait, what did Wings say about Foden?
No, HH. I'm ready to say right now. No, I'm ready to say right now, HH, that Pep is ruining Foden. He's ruining Phil Foden. This whole left wing thing is not it, bro. And it's meant to be their best English talent since Rooney. Pep Guardiola is ruining them.
Okay, so Eddie Vertex, how does Haaland get slapped by?
I don't know either. I don't.
Bro. Listen,
Shaw did a job.
So what I don't want is a situation where City lose the title to Lil Bro and Haaland has like 50 goals. That's a crazy stat. That'd be a crazy stat. Lacobum, Haaland's goal stance reminds me of Fergie's actually back in the day. Don Choke went from smoking to hospitalization. Man City are one-dimensional, man. Oh my lord.
You know what's gonna be sweet, HH, when it comes to the end of the season, and the same they were clowning us seasons ago when Liverpool were top with 10 points. When it comes to the end of the season and we're carrying that prem, you guys better hide because I'm coming to
I'm sorry.
You're right. You may be getting a prem.
Hold up. So, did Harry Maguire have more touches than Haaland?
No.
Stop it.
Haaland had 19 touches of the ball today.
This isn't right, HH. We're allowing Patrick to make it about the players when Pep Guardiola has spent so much money on this squad and he's not making
what about your 400 million forward? How come you're still 10? How come you're 10?
So, let's stream is it again. Yes. And can you plan it for Real Madrid City 2023? No. Look, here's my thing. It looks bad right now for Pep. We are only approaching halfway through the season. I am not going to put Pep's feet to the fire. This is a 38-game season now. 27 games, 28 games, this is crazy. So as of right now, it's bad. Sorry, I am not falling into this trap because I know Patrick wants us to fall into this trap where he's trash. After 38 games, guess who's
Patrick is defending that. He's saying it's the players that have gone old and all that.
No, keep saying City's finished. Say it forward. City's finished. Say it forward.
Patrick,
we need more
No.
Pep is ruining this one. Why can't Alvarez get on the pitch? You're making only one substitute.
Yeah, that was
only making one substitute in the game. And
I agree with you forward. Yeah, Alvarez deserves better. This Pep guy is doing him wrong.
Mike, what were you about to say?
I was just going to say, I like Patrick. Patrick is a nice guy, Malawi in the house, but I've never seen him on the ultra defensive tactic today. Man, he is ultra defensive today.
This it's hot badly. It's hot.
Oh, no, of course it does.
Because my thing is that City really believed that they would win. And the fact that they lost to United and the manner in which they lost and the fact that if Arsenal win, it's a huge... And also, look at Pep's post-match. Pep is losing it now. He's going crazy because it's a loss to Southampton, it's a loss to Man United, it's what Arsenal could do, it's going crazy. Guys, let me see Liverpool beat down Brighton right now. I need to see this Liverpool
Guardiola mixtape part 2 is coming soon.
Peace out, guys. Peace out.